Hello guys and welcome to my channel, Blissfully Single Bean. I'm your homegirl, Bean, and I'm your blissfully single one. I don't know how you got here. I don't know if it was from a search. I don't know if you're one of my Beanie Pie subscribers, but trust and believe, I appreciate every eyeball that is eyeballing this video. Cherish the day, people. Are we still watching? Please tell me you're still watching. Last week when I posted my video, one of my viewers said, well, I don't know. I got to give it a couple of episodes before I see because Gently looks annoying. Okay. All right. Can we please give it a couple of episodes before we judge? And I say all this because there's just not enough of this type of programming on TV. There isn't. All we see, you know, or the majority of what we see is ratchet TV that really displays black women in a negative light. The reality of the situation, the way we are emotional and textured and complicated, that's not really conveyed nowadays. So seeing a show like Cherish the Day, can we please give it a chance? And that's I did. And I have to say this episode was nothing short of excellent. And the reason why I feel like this episode was excellent is because Gently, yes guys, I got her name now. I have to say I didn't connect with her the first episode because I felt like maybe there were parts she was doing a little bit too much. But this episode, there was so many parts of it where it's like, oh girl, that knot in your stomach, ooh, that... I know exactly how you feel, whether it's, I feel like the whole episode, or to me, the episode hinged on acceptance and trying to penetrate a world where you don't belong, or trying to seek the love of people who ultimately, you can't force people to like you, love you, or want to be in your life. And that's a battle that I'm always fighting with myself, with my family, because ultimately I never feel like I'm part of anything. I always feel like I'm on the outside looking in and I truly don't belong. So seeing Gently and her struggle with her mom and trying to get her mom near her, and the way she's trying to reach out and trying to fix things that she can't really fix in relation to her and her mother's relationship. Yes. Trying to see Gently fit in with Evan's bougie ass, non-relatable black family. This episode was everything. All right, so I'm gonna keep it quick. The episode opens up and Gently and Evan are in bed. And I remember when I was in college, shout out to the University of Buffalo, rough buff in this bench. But I took a film class, and in that film class, they taught us that every angle that you see, every position, every movement, it is all on purpose to convey a certain sentiment, or it's on purpose so that different interpretations can be drawn from it. So when I saw Evan and Gently's cocoa brown caramel skin looking like a Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup intertwined in bed, and the way the sunlight hit their marvelous skin, honey, that just looked majestic, honey. So obviously, you know, things have been going good. They're in bed together and they're post bumping and grinding, post spending a night together. And Evan rolls over, gets on top of Gently and kisses her. And I said, where y'all get that chemistry from? Like, can I buy it? So you guys have to understand, just because you put two actors together doesn't mean that the chemistry is going to be relatable on screen or off screen to us, John P. Cute public watching. So the fact that they have these two this actor and actress together, and they're able to convey this passion within this scene, looking like a couple of Godiva princes and princesses. Oh, I was already here for it. Thank you, Eva. Their post, whatever, we know what it is. And he gets out of bed and he's trying to convince Gently to go to a party. It's a family party. I believe it's his mother's birthday or the parents' anniversary. And she's a little bit reluctant. She says it's only been 3 months. I don't know. But of course, he's trying to convince her to come. And I felt her. I felt, okay, not only have we not been dating long enough, but I'm from one side of the tracks. You're from another side of the tracks. This is going to be very hard for me to integrate within this party dynamic. But of course, guys don't understand that, and Evan doesn't understand that and keeps pressing the issue for her to come. She gets a text message. I feel like she got a text message from a friend, but she jumps out of bed and she immediately calls her mother. And I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute. Didn't you say last week you introduced Ben as your parents because your mama died? Or maybe she said she didn't have a mama. But anyway, she's talking to her mother. And she's trying to convince her mother, or her mother may be in town and she's trying to convince her mother to come through, that she'll find a place for her mother to stay. She'll take care of it. So while she's having this conversation with her mama, Evan is listening, and you get the feeling that Evan wants to be part of this conversation with Gently and her mom. He just wants to know what's going on because Evan's a gentleman. Evan's a gentleman who wants to step in and make everything better and make everything peachy keen. And Gently is not giving him all of that. And that's one of many ways that I can relate to Gently. This is my issue. Let me take care of my issue. I don't want to bring you into all of this messiness because you're not used to what my side holds. You're from your two-parent household, your place of affluence. I'm from the gutter, honey. I'm from the gutter. And her mother sounds like she has a substance abuse problem, but we'll go into that a little bit later. But we go to Gently visiting her parent, Ben. And child, every time I see the actor who plays Ben, I cannot stop thinking about Waiting to Exhale and how this Negro did Angela Bassett so wrong. You remember him from Waiting to Exhale when he had a full head of hair and he left Angela Bassett to be with that white lady? I said, and Angela Bassett had to burn all his shit? Yes, burn all of it, hunty. Anyway, Gently goes to her parent, Ben. Parent Ben is finishing up with a sexy brown Godiva something. And I see what you're doing here, Ava DuVernay, because I'm seeing a lot of beautiful Coco goddesses on this show. And I must say, it's about time. We are pretty as hell too. Put us on display. Put us on display. Ben's boo thing said a couple of words to Gently about some eye stuff. It sounds like she's an Avon lady. And she gives parent Ben a soon as I get home type of kiss. And she leaves and goes her own way with her beautiful fade. Yes, girl. I'm looking at you like, yes, girlfriend to parent Ben. We're here for it. Gently has a conversation with Ben, and Ben said, listen, I already know why you're here. I know your mama's in town. There is no room at this inn. She's like, oh, come on, man. Come on. Ben asked about her relationship with Evan. He says, you should bring Evan over sometime, get some barbecue. And Gently says, oh, wait, so you want Evan to come over for some ribs and smoked sausages and everything, but you won't let my mama come by? Parent Ben says, listen, your mother is never going to change, and you have to accept that. And that's a dynamic where I connected with Gently. People are not going to change. We can't make people be involved in our lives the way that we want people to be involved in our lives. And we can't make people care about us the way we want people to care about us. And I felt like at this moment, parent Ben was trying to tell her that, but she wasn't accepting it. She's steady, calling her mother, telling her mother to come through, or, Mama, I don't think things are working out with Ben, but I will find some place for you, whether it's a hotel or whatever. And you clearly see that Gently is conflicted, and she needs something from her mother that at this point watching the episode, I don't feel like her mother's giving her. Next scene, we see Evan shopping for a gift for his mother. Honey, he's looking at $4,000 bracelets and watches. So you can tell right there, these people, they're another type of people. Not my type of people. $4,000. I'm trying to redo my basement with that type of money. I'm not trying to give somebody a watch. Get out of here. Ben's friend is shopping with him, and Ben's friend, I cannot believe you are inviting Gently to your parents' party. And Evan says, why can't I invite my girlfriend to my parents' party? The friend says it's only been 3 months, and you know how bougie your mama is. Child, you know. Evan rolls up. So who's doing the tailoring for Cherish today? Because I want to know. Evan pulls up in a perfectly tailored vest suit, and I said, oh, hot damn. When he got out that car, I said, oh, I said, what his number is? What his number is? He looked just perfect. He comes through, he knocks on the door, and Gently's caretaker is there and invites him in. And that's at this point where I realized I must have missed it before. Gently lives with her caretaker. So the caretaker invites her in, and before he goes to sit down, he looks at a bullet hole like, there's a bullet hole. Yeah, there's a bullet hole, man. You in South Central. Like, it goes down in the South Central. But they sit down, they have a conversation, and Ms. the incomparable Cicely Tyson say, yeah, you saw them battle wounds in the window, right? Yeah. She tries to explain to him, it wasn't called a riot. Simply, we are standing up for our rights, and they kind of had to take it there. And Gently walks in from shopping, and I have to say, and this plays into the chemistry part of everything, Evan's eyes just light up when he sees Gently. And I said, you can't buy, or you can't pay 2 actors enough to convey that kind of chemistry. It's all about casting and bringing people onto the project that really have that energy where they connect for us to feel it on screen. Because when she walked through it and his eyes got wide, I said, oh, he like her like her. He like her like her. She says, give me 5 minutes, and I'll get ready. And Cicely Tyson's like, oh, child, you can fall for that 5 minutes if you want. But yeah, it'll be a little bit more than 5 minutes. While Gently's changing, Evan and the caretaker have a conversation about music. And I have to say, on the side, the music on this show. And you see, that's one another reason why I like Ava DuVernay. Like, Ava DuVernay is on some grown woman shit. Like, really, the music is like, I'm just taking out from Shazamming. In this particular scene where Evan and Cicely Tyson's character was talking, they were giving me a mini education about music. I said, oh yes, their energies match. They love music spanning the same time frame from Miss Cicely Tyson's age to Evan's age, and then he gets to a point where he puts on a jam, and honey, I don't know the exact name of the jam, but it's one of those old school type songs where it's like you recognize, you're like, oh, you need to take a moment, do the doo-wop, do the doo-wop, and yes, and Evan picks Miss Cicely Tyson up, and they start dancing, and it just occurs to me, I don't find Evan relatable. I don't, because I can't imagine dating someone who is so accomplished as Evan. But what I will say that I appreciate about him is he's such a gentleman. He displays a level of chivalry that we're just missing in this day and age. Like a nice guy who can have a conversation with the 90-year-old woman and woo her and dance with her and enjoy the moment. I said, Evan, oh, what your number is? You got any brothers? You got any cousins? Well, I take a second or third cousin, so what's going on? Gently comes downstairs looking divine. She's in red. I love when dark-skinned women wear red. And, you know, he looks at her like he needs to take a moment like. So at this point, I go in the kitchen to get some wine. So I miss how Gently And I missed how gently Evan and his niece end up at Gently's friend's beauty salon. But yeah, there they are. They end up together. But while they're there and the niece is getting her hair done, I think the niece is getting some red color or red highlights or whatever. And she gets another phone call about her mother, trying to work all this stuff out about her mother. And Evan is listening to her conversation that Evan asked about her. And Evan is just trying to get her to bring the walls down and allow Gently to include him in the conversation. But I understand where Gently is coming from. Like, bruh, like, oh, I can't. And I'm coming from the vantage point of working in corporate America and having to go to dinner with these millionaires and these accomplished people. And then you think about yourself, like, who am I? I'm from the hood. I come from poverty. I come from nothing. The only reason why I'm able to sit on this table with you all is because I have a little bit of an education and a little bit of finesse that got me here. But I want to be invisible and I don't want to let you in. So that energy where Gently doesn't want to let Evan in, I understand that. And it's like, Evan, I understand you want to know more about her, but please consider the fact that it's hard for her to let you in because you come from a place of privilege and there's a whole lot of mess going on this side that she doesn't want to scare you away with. So she shuts him down. They flash over to Gently and her friend having a conversation, and her friend says, listen, it must be very serious. Mr. Bougie is taking you to his bougie ass family's place. It must be very serious. He must think a lot about you to take you to meet the parents. And Gently goes, yeah, you know, but I can't be concerned about that because my mother's in town. You know, and that's what I love about a best friend. The best friend was like, so what? So what's your mother's in town? Your mother always needs something. Your mother's always blowing through in town. Your mother's always blowing through in town and expects you to drop everything and take care of her. Girl, if you don't stop it and enjoy this moment with you and your fine, accomplished boyfriend, girl, pish, posh, be out of here with that. They pull up to the party. Was that their house? That what? What the heck? Super uber duper mansion. Listen, I would have taken one look at that mansion. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this. They step out the car. Evan's daddy comes to greet them. Y'all know Evan's daddy. He used to be on that show with Monique and Countess Vaughn, that Moesha spinoff. When I saw him, I said, Black royalty. He comes out pissy ass drunk, calls Gently Gentry. Evan has to check that ass and said, Dad, it's Gently. And Dad was like, oh, I'm sorry. You know, I'm not even going to ask what your mother was thinking to name you that. I said, oh. Gently just stands there. And I said, girl, you have a very good temperament, because I would have to be quick with that. I would have to be pow, like come back with something else to put you on the spot and make you feel less awkward. They walk into the party. Gently and Evan are standing there looking hella awkward. The mama's sorority sisters. What are you, mama? Are you an AKA? Are you a Delta? Are you, whatever. I just know AKAs and Deltas. There's another sorority. They wear blue. It's not Phi Beta Sigma. Is it Phi Beta Sigma? It may be Phi Beta Sigma. But anyway, mommy, which one are you? The sorors come over and they're like, oh, hey, Evan. Is this the girlfriend? And one of the sorors says, oh, you're not with the other girl, the light-skinned girl? I see what y'all are doing right there. I say, if you sorors don't go sit down. But I understand the energies of the sorors. You got this, you know, fine young thing who's from privilege. I know all the sorors had a daughter they were trying to set Evan up with, but Evan says, this is my date. Gently. Evan's sister comes in. She's complaining about everything. She's clearly on edge, and she's complaining about Evan's niece, so I guess that's her daughter with the red hair. And Gently says, wait, you don't like the hairstyle? She goes, well, it really wasn't what I was expecting. I don't know if I like Evan's sister, so I got to give it a little bit more time. But right now, no. Evan's mom strolls through and they talk, and Evan introduces the mom to Gently, and Gently is very cordial. Gently is super uber duper sweet. And when she walks by, the mother notices that she has an onx tattooed on the back of her neck, and the mother's like, first of all, I have to give enough respect to this actress. This actress, black royalty from, was she in Good Times? She was like the 70s show. She was on Melrose Place in the 90s. You see her, she's an accomplished actress. So shout out to you. I'm so sorry I didn't Google your name to see, but you have been a fixture from my childhood. But she's one of those actresses that you know, but you just don't know the name. But anyway, she looks at that tattoo and she gives Gently a look like, oh no, I know my son is not with this gutter trash. So they make their way, they're mingling. The sister, at this point, Gently and Evan are outside and they're talking. The sister comes through and the sister's talking about this big promotion that Evan is going to get. And the sister's like, oh my God. Evan is trying to play down the promotion, but the sister goes, you have been fighting for this promotion for 5 years, as in you should be happier. And the sister's over there looking at Gently like, are you the reason why my brother's not happy about this promotion? But I love how y'all do that. I love how y'all like to, pull a bullseye in the girlfriend's back. Listen, if he wants the promotion, he'll step into the promotion if this is what he's working for. But at the same time, if he wants to find another course in life, don't blame it on the girlfriend. Like, stop blaming the girlfriends. The sister irked me with that nonsense. The mom comes back over and the mom starts talking to Gently, wants to know where Gently is from. Gently tells her, I forgot which neighborhood, but Gently says, I'm from ABC neighborhood. And the mom goes, oh, that neighborhood, oh, it's really changed. And Evan's like, no, it's a pretty decent neighborhood, Mom. Like, Mom, chill. So the mom as asking Gently about her family and her family traditions. And again, it's another scene where I relate to the awkward feelings that Gently must be feeling, because I didn't have any family traditions. I didn't have any family traditions because we didn't have money to have family traditions. In order to have family traditions, you need money to buy trinkets and shit. You need to buy money to have special meals. It takes money, and it takes a sense of togetherness that honestly I didn't have because we were in struggle mode growing up. So when the mother's going on and asking her what your family traditions are, and Gently really doesn't have anything to say, I was angry for Gently in that setting, and I just wanted to pull the mother's wig off, and I'm pretty sure it was a wig, but ooh, she targeted that girl, and she focused on something where she believed there was a weakness, which is family, there was a weakness there, because Gently doesn't really have parents, and she doesn't really have family. So in that moment, I was like, Gently's trying to talk to the mother, and the mother said, oh, the music, I don't like the music. Crazy rude, just cuts her off and just walks off. Evan is livid, smoke coming out of his ears. A little bit later, the friend calls. The friend calls and says, listen, your mama made her way to my house. Come get your mama. Gently says, I am at a party with my boyfriend, so no, I cannot do that. And this is a pivotal moment for me because all episode we see Gently trying to reach out, Gently trying to get in contact with her mother, Gently trying to connect with her mother to make sure that her mother has adequate living conditions. And at that point, Gently's like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm at a party with my boyfriend, so you better tell Mom, go ahead with that. Speech time for the parents. And Evan's sister gives a corny speech a la The Cosby Show, because there was one episode on The Cosby Show where Claire and Huxtable were celebrating an anniversary, and the kids all came together and they did this, what was happening in the year that my parents met, or the year that they had me, or whatever. And the sister did the same corny thing. The year my parents met, Jimmy Carter was president. Here's two people from opposite sides of the tracks that made it work. And here are your gifts, 2 Rolexes, like really corny. And the sisters, I get the impression the sisters, like, quid pro quo, you know, do everything the mama and daddy says, you know, I want to be the good one. So I was like, to the speech, oh, yawn. Evan gets up there, and Evan gives a speech that was so direct, but the undertone to it that he was dragging his mama by her 50 cents wig all up and down the block. Here's to my parents who taught me not to judge, who taught me your background doesn't mean anything. It's your heart and the person that you are. And the mother is so pissed. Daddy is so drunk, he's oblivious to anything going on. And when his speech is over, Evan gives the eye like, got you, bitch. Mama says, Evan, I need to have a conversation with you. Yeah, she's speaking through gritted teeth. Mama was not amused. Mama pulled Evan to the side. I am embarrassed. How dare you embarrass me like that? And I'm trying to, because Mama brought an ex-girlfriend, Evan's ex-girlfriend, to the party to see if they can reconnect. And Evan says, I'm with Gently now. And Mama's like, child, you cannot be serious. You guys have nothing in common. Come here. Get with that ex of yours. So going back to this scene, you know, she says, you know, you cannot be serious about Gently. You are about to be a VP of the largest tech firm in California, and you're with a woman who hasn't even been to college. You are just chasing a piece of ass from the gutter, the wrong side of the streets. Evan is pissed. But then everybody turns around, and then Gently is at the bottom of the steps, and she hears everything. She hears everything, and then she turns around and walks away. And this is when, I didn't know how to feel about Gently the first episode. This is when I said, Gently, you are a quality composed chick. You didn't pop off like I would have popped off, because Brooklyn Sabine would have came out and was like, who you talking to? You got me fucked. Listen, I would have had fingers in the face like this. It would have been a whole other situation. But she turns around, like the classy woman that she walked off. And here comes Evan's daddy trying to say, oh, no, Gently, we didn't mean it. You probably didn't mean it, but your wife certainly did. Gently walks off, and she's surprisingly calm. And she, while having a conversation when Evan walks him off the ledge, she said, listen, I got a crazy mama. And obviously you got a crazy mama in a different kind of way. But it's all about relatability and why we connect with each other so well. So Evan's like, let's get out of here. Gently said, bet. They drive in the car. They make it to some really nice spot. And she finally opens up about her mom. And she says that, and then Gently opens up about her mom. She finally gets this moment after seeing all episode and seeing how she's trying to shut Evan out. After all of this, she says that what her mother gives to her is not love. And she can't expect to find love from her own mom. I said, damn. And today was a rough day for me, because this was one of those days where I felt like I kept giving and giving and giving, whether it's to work, whether it's to friends, whether it's to family. And the reciprocity is not there. So to see her say that about her mom, that like what her mother's giving her is not love, and she can't make her mom love her, just like I can't make anyone appreciate me or say, all right, Sabine's always been there. Sabine will drop everything to get shit done. No, I can't get that from people, so I have to get to the point of acceptance. And Gently was at that point, and I said, damn. So Evan says, the love that you can't find in your mom, you can find it in me. Child, I'm about to get teary-eyed, so I'm going to stop it here. This was a great episode, and I will keep watching, and I will keep reviewing for the 25 people. For the 25 people who like this show, or appreciate the show as much as I do, but Ava DuVernay, kudos to you. Oprah Winfrey Network, please keep coming through with this original programming, because dang, it just touches a nerve. It touches a nerve, but you're able to connect with many viewers, and I'm definitely one of them. So if you hung in for all 31 minutes, going on 32 minutes, I really appreciate you. I am trying to make these videos shorter, but I'm very talkative and very expressive, so there's a lot I'm trying to fit in. But if you're new to my channel and you're new to me, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you need resume help, I have my information in the description box. Guys, you need an updated resume. It's 2020. You can't walk into places talking about I need a job without a resume. I can hook you up and I can give you exactly what you need. And I also have a blog, blissfullySingleBean.com. Check it out. It's my lifestyle blog where I talk shit, and it's an extension of my YouTube channel. You guys have a great night. You guys have a great week, and I'll catch you in the next review. Peace out. Bye.